Yes, in continuation with the previous lecture, now I would like to discuss some sequential statements like if statement. So, what is the purpose of if statement? The if statement is used when to execute an expression based on the condition. Okay, so if the condition is true, it executes one statement. If the condition is false, it executes another statement. Okay, so in that case, generally we are using the if statement. In the language, the if statement usage is similar to, however, in what way you are using in the higher level languages like C language. In VHDL, there are three different forms of if statements. One is simple if, second one is if else and if, and the third form is if else if and if, like that. Okay, so see one by one. So this is the syntax for the simple if. The syntax is if boolean expression, then sequential statements and if. That means if these sequential statements are executed when the boolean expression is true. Okay, if the boolean expression is true, it executes the sequential statements. Okay, so and the second form of if statement is, that is if else and if boolean expression, then these sequential statements, that is before else part, the execution of sequential statements can be done if the boolean expression is true. Suppose if it is false, the boolean expression gives false result, then the else part of the sequential equations can be, sequential statements can be executed, right? Then coming to another form is, if many conditions are there, then it is better to go for if else if and if. Okay, so if boolean expression, then this statement, sequential statement. Else if, it checks another condition. If it is satisfies, then it executes the sequential statements which follows this condition. Else if another boolean expression we have, then like that, based on many conditions you can do the execution of the sequential statement. In that case, this if else if and if statement is better. Okay, then let us see an example. Okay, here is one more. Okay, similar to that one only. Then one example here is there, that is same prime number detector. Prime number detector using this if statement. How can you write a program using this if statement? Already entity declaration in previous slides we have seen the entity declaration. Now let us see architecture body only. So architecture body start with the word architecture, then architecture name of entity name, that is prime, is begin, architecture begin, then process of n, okay, process sensitivity list is generally inputs. Here only one input, that input is a 4-bit binary number, right? Then one variable declaration in the process, that is n1, but its data type is integer. N1 data type is integer. Then begin, process begin. So after begin, observe here n1 colon equal convert to integer of n, convert to integer of n. So do you identify what statement it is? Okay, so it is of course variable assignment statement, but here we are using a function call. Here we are using a function call. This is a function convert integer. It converts the given 4-bit binary number into integer. Already in previous lectures we have seen how the program can convert a given binary number into integer. That function we are calling here. Then if n1 equal to 1 or n1 equal to 2, then that is if this condition is true. Suppose if n1 having the value, integer value 1, or it has the value 2, then it is a prime number. Okay, so like this, f equal to 1. Okay, f is the output. Okay, we are assigning one value to the f. F consists 1 means the given binary number is a prime number. Okay. Suppose if condition is failed, if this condition is failed, let us check another condition, that is else if, suppose if n1 equal to 3 or n1 equal to 5 or n1 equal to 7 or n1 equal to 11 or n1 equal to 13, also the output is a prime. Okay, either this condition or this condition. Okay, if this condition is true, you can say the input number is prime. Or if the n1 is 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, whatever, again the output is a prime number. Okay, so like that also you can write the program. So else if not there, so f equal to 0, and if end process, end architecture name. Okay, so you practice it. Then coming to another statement, that is case statement. Here the case statement is used if the execution is based on the choice. Based on the choice, it is similar to a switch statement or switch command in the C language. Okay, let us see the syntax of it. Case expression is when choices sequential statements. Okay, so when choice sequential statements, okay, based on the choice, so which sequential statement can be executed is decided. Then when others, if the choice is not there, so when others, so do some execution of some other sequential statements, then finally end case. Okay, so this is the syntax for the case statement. It observes an expression result. If it is suppose 1, do this for example, if choice is 1, execute these statements. Suppose choice is 2, do execute these statements. Okay, so like that, based on the choice, the execution of sequential statement can be dependent. Okay, so let us see one example for this. So in this example, I am taking another prime number detector. So how to apply the case here? Okay. So again, I am represented only architecture body, because entity declaration we have seen in the previous lectures. So architecture, prime behavior of prime is architecture begin, then process of n, then process begin. So case, how to use case statements? Case expression here is convert of n, that is, this is the function. Okay, this is the function. The result of this function we are checking actually is when the function result is 1. When the function result is 1, f equal to 1. F equal to 1 means what? The given number is a prime number. Okay. Similarly, when 2. Okay. Suppose if the function result is 2, then also it is prime number. Or when it is 3 or 5 or 7 or 11, 13, also the output is a prime number. Okay, when others, if the function results none of this value, then we can say the input is not a prime number, that is f less than equal 0. Okay, end case, end process. You have to end the case statement, and you need to end the process statement, and also you need to end the architecture. Right? This is the program for the prime number detector using case statement. And coming to null statement, the purpose of null statement is nothing, to do nothing. Okay, don't do anything. It means is don't do anything. Okay, that is the null statement action. Okay. Next, loop statements. So the purpose of loop statement is in order to execute an equation many times. Okay, in that case we are going for loop statements. Okay, different types of loop statements are for loop statement, then while loop statement, just loop statement. Now first of all, let us see the syntax for the for loop statement. Okay, so the syntax here is identifier identifier in range loop, followed by, so which statements, I mean the sequential statements and loop. Okay, so the number of times the loop can be executed is represented in the range. Okay, in the range, right? Now see how it is implemented, or how the loop can be written in the program. Okay, let us see here. To calculate the factorial value, here is one for loop. So factorial colon equal to 1, then for I in 2 to n. Okay, the range here is 2 to n. So n times the loop can be executed. Okay, so where n is generally the given number. Okay, then what is the statement? Factorial colon equal to factorial into I. That means I value, what is I value initially? As per loop declaration, I value initially 2. After that, for every loop, the I value can be incremented by 1. Okay, so that is factorial colon equal to factorial into 2 in the first iteration. After first iteration, the factorial value is suppose 2. Okay, in the second iteration, after second iteration, the factorial value is, that is 2 into 3, it becomes 6. Okay, so like that the for loop can be executed. Coming to while loops, the syntax of while loop is like this: while boolean expression loop and loop, that is, while this expression is true, while up to satisfying this expression, while the condition satisfying the equation, the sequential statements execution we can observe. Okay, then here is one example to find the factorial again. J equal to 1, fact equal to 1. J equal to 1, fact equal to 1. While j less than n loop. Okay, that is, if the j value is less than n, you continue the loop. Otherwise, suppose if the j is greater than n or equal to n, don't execute the loop statements. That is the meaning. Okay, so like that while loop you can use to calculate the factorial value. Then coming to just loop statement, loop these sequential statements and loop. Okay, so here is the one example again to calculate the factorial value. Okay, so label name colon loop fact equal to fact into j equal to j plus 1, exit when this condition is satisfied. And what is the condition? J greater than n. If j is greater than n, then execute the loop. Okay, exit the loop. Otherwise, the loop continuously executes. Okay, so like that the exit statement is helpful. So in order to exit the controller from the loop statement to the outer environment. Okay, so that is the usage of the loop statement. An exit statement, the purpose of exit statement to come to jump from one loop to the another loop, to jump from okay, to jump from one loop to the another loop, you can use the exit statement. Its syntax is like exit label name when condition. Okay, so simply exit also you can use. The label name and when condition are the optional ones. Okay, so exit label loop label name, that means which loop you need to exit. Okay, so from which loop you need to jump. Okay, then when condition if that condition in the if condition is satisfied, then it exits. Okay, so like that the exit statement can be used. Okay, then coming to next statement, the next statement purpose is next loop label when condition. Okay, next means to which loop you need to go. It represents to which loop you need to go when this condition is satisfied, or without that condition also you can specify. Okay, so that is the, and that means next which statement you have to, you like to execute. Okay, that you can represent through this next statement, right? Okay, these are the some of the sequential statements which we are using in the process statement part. Okay, so you practice some examples. Already I have represented some programs for mainly for prime number detector. You practice some other examples, right?